Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at Bleach as Abridged, episode 29, Ghost of the Past. Do I need to say it like that? Yes, I'm actually contractually obligated to do it. I have no choice. There is not quite a gun to my head, but if I say anything otherwise, well, let's just put it this way. I'm not going to do that and find out. So it's been a while since the last episode came out, and frankly, I love this series. It's good, it's fun, it keeps being updated, and Project Mouthwash does a great job every time they do it. And I have seen so many comments already just on Twitter and a few people on Discord and a lot more on YouTube talking about just like, see it because of you should just go see it. What is with this week being the week of conscientious people on the internet trying not to spoil things, but also go watch it so we can spoil it? That's been a theme this entire week. I don't know why, but it's been a thing. So yeah, we're just going to jump right in and maybe mention how, the last time this came out, Bleach was canceled. And now it's out. And Bleach isn't canceled. Coincidence? Yes, it completely is. But I'm okay with it. All the same, you guys know the deal. Link below, original video. It's Project Mouthwash. They're good. Hit them up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let's get started.
The following is a fan-based parody. Bleach is the property of Tite Kubo, Viz Media, Studio Piro, and TV Tokyo. Please support the official
Also, what's
release.
with the emo voice doing it? I don't recognize it. Wait, what? Is he just playing?
Gin Ichimaru, what a surprise to see you here. What are you doing in the observation room?
Oh, just changing the interior layout of Las Noches to move some of the more arbitrary rooms into the path of our intruders. You know, like the inverted swimming pool room.
There's an inverted swimming pool room? That kind of sounds amazing. Like, I'm not even going to joke. It's kind of like one of those crazy optical illusions. Whenever you go into a room, it's like, the chairs are giant. It's just that. It's cute and fun. Also, they probably drown on air, but we're going to ignore that. But also, is that actually what he was doing in canon? Because I do not remember that's what he was doing in canon. I hope it's what he was doing in canon, because that sounds really awesome. Yeah, just... Wait. Is this an edit?
The room with dozens.
No, wait. No, this is canon.
You know, like the inverted swimming pool room. The room with dozens of 5-foot pits. The room...
Yeah, no, he's reacting too well. It can't be an edit. I almost thought it was because he was so clean around the edge. I was like, did they clean this up? I almost want to say it's an edit for some reason, but maybe it's just because I can't remember this scene. If it's an edit, it's so clean, I cannot tell it from the original. And if it's the original, I mean, I never made it this far in the anime. Manga? Yes. Anime? Nope.
Consisting of nothing but interlocking staircases with an uncomfortable incline.
Ah,
I am
yes, that.
personally rather fond of the room with dozens of just pillars. For no discernible reason, just pillars.
Did that one. It worked out well. Lots of pillar damage no one
Yeah.
will care about.
Most excellent.
What brings you here, though?
Was it his favorite room?
Rukia?
The human girl requires food. I looked in the fridge and realized we don't have a fridge.
What with us all being spirits?
So I wanted to open a garganta to a Costco
wait, they
in the
eat.
human world and pick up something for her. What do human
Wait, is he going
girls
shopping?
eat? Nickels?
Please. I don't even want to look ahead. Just tell me they found some kind of crazy ass source material I never heard of where it's just him shopping or they edited it in him shopping. I just want to see how awkward that is. Are they going to do it? Probably off screen and maybe just reference it later. But I wish it was a thing.
Are nickels food?
Nickels are not food.
I mean, if you try hard enough, anything's
unfathomable
food.
Cultural barriers
healthy.
separate us, that we may never understand one another.
Say, while you're here, you're perhaps the only polite espada I'm aware of. We should really talk more, you know?
Setting aside that life holds no meaning, and even a strong friendship would be pointless in the face of eternity. I would like that.
What do you do then?
What?
In your spare time? Apart
Depression?
from all this espada stuff. What?
You said spare time. As if time when I'm not working were effectively any different from the time spent working for Lord Groban. All time passes equally and without.
I love and hate this scene. Because everything he's saying is like, yes, time is always just time spent in the service of Lord Groban. There is no time that is not in his service. I love it because, yeah, Josh Groban meme. He's like, yeah, this is the guy who's completely into it. Also, I hate it because, as anyone who has ever worked, I don't even need to finish the thought. You know exactly what I mean. And I am so sorry for reminding you. My apologies. I should never have brought it up.
Pleasure. What one fills it with amounts to little more than unnecessary flavor.
Yep.
I have a pet snake.
You
Wait,
are
seriously?
a pet snake.
He has a snake? Nope, not touching that one.
I feel like you were
Rengoku,
expecting that I was a more interesting fun person than I am.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Still the best
So
conversation.
I was
list.
leading Rukia into this trap, see?
Is porridge food? Porridge sounds like food.
Okay, I hate to say this because I know I'm going to get flack for this, but I know I made the joke about if you try hard enough, anything's food. Porridge is not food. I have had that stuff. That is not food. There's oatmeal. That is food. There's cream of wheat. That is food. Porridge, I draw the line on. That is right up there with grits in the, this is not actually food. This is a self-flagellation that you do because you think it makes you survive better or something. I don't know. I don't get it. It seems like a form of torture, and you eat it to make yourself feel like anything else in the day is better than the shit you started with. It's like saying, you know what would be awesome? Not dying. And if we're starting on that level, anything's a success. It's kind of like porridge is the equivalent of not dying, because if you didn't die eating this, you might want to, but you haven't, so you succeeded. It's that level. I am not saying I'm anti-porridge. I'm saying anti-porridge would acknowledge that it exists, and after this moment, I'm going to wipe it from my mind, because it doesn't as far as I'm concerned. What were we talking about? I completely seem to have blocked that memory. Oh, it can't be that important.
There's a lot of things in the world
Okay,
you
did
can't
the hair get
explain,
longer?
kids, and a lot of things you forget about.
Seriously, I think
too.
it got longer.
Sometimes
Orange
even
hair.
people who were important to you become hard to recall after a few years. Now imagine that, but with the lifetime of a soul reaper. You'd probably forget some pretty important stuff, huh?
I mean, I was going to make a joke about this, but that's actually a good point. Hell, I barely remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. No, shit, I was going to make a joke, but I actually don't. Did I have cereal? No. Did I have breakfast yesterday? Sorry. Minor mental breakdown aside, it's a good point, because if you just forget random things over minimum of like a couple decades to hundreds of years, yeah, that is a good point. You would forget a lot of things that you might not want to. Also, seriously, did they get a longer wig? I need to go back and check, but it looks like they got a longer wig this time.
I trust you're getting at something, Dad.
Nope.
I am. You see, Aunt Rukia had some pretty traumatic stuff happen in her life, but she's tough as nails, kids. So when she was trying to save your mother and encountered a blast from her past, it could have been a big deal. Too bad Eisen underestimated how easily things slipped her mind. Of course, the first real obstacle in Hueco Mundo was...
Sorry, I love how the kids, or it's a shout out to the joke in How I Met Your Mother, about the kids just listen to the story and they lose track of it, and then it kind of goes nowhere by the end of it. That's kind of how the show went. I never watched it myself. Heard it was good. Didn't have cable or TV at the time, so I couldn't watch it. Little things. But one of the things, because I've seen so many clips of it, seriously, you have no idea how many people show me clips. Like, you should see this clip, you should see this clip. And I'm like, I'm just here for a family reunion. Please stop. But I do, because it's honestly funny. I just like to act like an asshole, as opposed to being one, which I also am. But we're going to ignore that. And all the times that the kids are like, yeah, are we doing this? And no one's ever just doing like the little... Seriously. That, me as a kid, constantly. I just like the acknowledgement. Not even as a joke. As an honest fact, that just seems realistic and sells the realism, which is weird because that joke is about completely not being realistic. It's weird how that is actually working out for me. I guess I'm just a weird person.
This is ridiculous. It's like every time I start getting close to the top, someone just adds more Soul King damn stairs. Is this what your plan is, Josh Groban? Kill me with cardiovascular exhaustion?
Snake Boy did it. Kian is awesome.
This is inside the dome, but there's open sky here. I
You're
get
the
the
good
feeling
artist.
Josh Groban expends a lot of resources on unnecessary things like this. Big blue sky? Sure. Big, hard to traverse, useless desert? Check. Useful rooms? No way, man, that would be wasteful.
Even better, they move them around so you can.
What was that?
Bubbles? The fuck?
All right, I'll just...
Why does he sound like a
follow you
hookah
then.
bar?
Hello? Mr. Bubbleman!
See, I'm not the only
I
one.
assume you wanted to fight, but I'm not good at picking up on the subtle nuances of bubblies.
Or nuance. Or subtlety.
Yep, you sure are.
How many takes do they need
making
to do
a
to get
point
that?
of some kind. Heckin', let me have it, I guess.
You just
All
gonna
right,
walk away?
big reveal. You should know if you turn out to be SpongeBob, I won't go any easier on you. In fact, that just gives you more reason to die. You've had your time.
It's been a very long time, Rukia Kuchki. I bet you weren't expecting me.
So there's a whole other story, kids. The man whose face Rukia was seeing was Cayenne Shiba, Rukia's former lieutenant, friend, a man she had to kill, and as a matter of fact, your great uncle. That said, when Rukia looked at his face, all she saw was...
Ichigo, you dyed your hair?
Could you?
Best reaction. I'm sorry. Like, all the lead up here, all the lead up was perfectly stupid. And I just remember this scene in the manga when I got to it, it's like, what? Because I hadn't picked up the entire, oh yeah, his family in the Soul Society, the Shiba family. That's a thing. They kind of all look alike. The one crazy asshole on the board was his cousin-ish, maybe. It's somehow removed, but I'm not really sure how far apart it was. Like, great cousin, whatever. Yeah. And they're even using Logan to do the freaking voice acting for him as well. Oh, God. All I can say right now is it stood out to me in canon because there's like, oh my God, you're you. And not the reaction every other person who was reading, at least when I was doing it, or watching it when he got to this part in the anime, was thinking, oh my God, why is Ichigo here with black hair? Doubly confusing when you're doing manga and it's in black and white and you just think they made a colorization error, which is weird because they don't usually do that, but then they kind of did here and you're sitting there going, huh? Yeah, I just remember being really confused about that. It's actually less confusing in the anime because they can actually add color. Funny how that works. So just the fact that she said it right now, it's just, it's gratifying that I'm not the only one thinking that and not getting the entire family relation.
Who say that again?
Wait, no.
Here we go.
Hisagi! Duh! What are you doing here, Hisagi?
I feel bad for Cayenne. I consumed the guy's essence, but this is just harsh.
Yep.
Of course. You're working with Josh Groban. You were Tosin's right-hand man the entire time. Why would you do this, Hisagi?
Do you really not remember me, Rukia?
Not a clue.
I'm Cayenne Shiba, the Reaper who befriended you in your early days as a Reaper.
Nope.
And who you killed.
Hold the phone, hang on, just wait 1 second, just take a step back. Here, simmer down now. You're Ganju's brother, right?
Sure.
No,
Boy
I'm pretty
blank.
sure you're Hisagi.
I love
that other
this.
guy disappeared.
I just love
Because
this.
you killed him, me!
Then how are you here? Nah, this just doesn't add up, Hisagi.
Right, fine. I'm Hisagi. Apparently.
I love this. Sorry, also, just the entire, nah, this doesn't add up. I'm getting massive Rin vibes right now, which, I mean, it is Project Mouthwash, so there's probably some overlap in how their writing style influences, so that makes perfect sense. But I love this. I love how they're getting so much usage out of this face right here, just the entire, no. Also, is it just me, or did they edit the mouth? Nah, it's probably just me.
Like, all your friends just look
I mean,
the
they edited
same.
it for the lip flaps,
Why are
but
you with Josh Groban?
I'm a spy for Soul Society. I'm posing as an Espada.
You're not very good at it.
I know Tosin, right? So, well then, I used my connection to Tosin to get in. I guess.
All this right here, this is making sense.
Oh yeah, one more thing.
okay, apparently I might have OCD because everything she just did of just pieces falling random, I just experienced significant anxiety. Oh, fuck, man.
What the hell was that?
I never noticed it during the manga because it didn't really make sense because, not actually showing the movement, but how the hell did she just suddenly, whoop, I'm moving now. without actually moving. I'm assuming spirit power. Let's just go with spirit power. It's basically magic. Also, yeah, we're just going to ignore that massive anxiety attack inducing ad. Hopefully I just cut it out and don't remember, but dear God, that was not, oh God, no.
Training. What? Training! Good dodge! I, Hisagi, have always been an advocate of keeping your skills
actually how they're
sharp
going
in
to treat
dire
it. She doesn't get it's actually a
circumstances.
thing.
Also of using lethal blows that would absolutely kill your sparring partner while training.
Makes
Well,
sense.
I can't objectively prove that wrong, so I guess that checks out.
Now that we're all done with our single strike training,
I love the entire, sure, why not? Let's go with it. Type aesthetic? Let's go with that aesthetic. Yeah. I just want to listen to that again. Just the face here is like, yeah. They did alter the mouth flaps just a little, but again, that's just with the dubbing process.
also of using lethal blows that would
And-
absolutely kill your sparring partner while training.
Yeah.
Well, I can't objectively prove that wrong, so I guess that checks out.
Now that we're
I just realized, having listened to it a second time, that's not a joke. That's actually really good cover, because with how training works here and most of the really epic training moments that you actually see and are off stage for some reason are usually some kind of, oh yeah, I'm going to try and kill you. You need to survive. Everything he just said kind of fits. Huh. Yeah, they really do have an entire thing about the masters trying to kill the students to actually train them, but also if they die, yeah, so what?
all done with our single strike training, Rukia.
Now multi-strike.
I think there's something that I need you to do for me.
Yeah,
On her knees? Oh my.
bro, I don't really like you that way, dude, bro.
I want you to bring me the heads of your 4 friends.
What?
Sure you don't want me to just suck your dick, bro? Because that's way more likely, bro, dude.
I mean, if we're just...
Dost thou protest too much?
Get off of me!
Hey, whoa, Rukia, what are you doing? We're just goofing around. 2 fellow Soul Reapers having a friendly romp, swinging swords, killing friends, sucking dicks. Come on, you're making this weird.
When I entered here, you were unclear about your own identity. Claiming to be a dead man I sorta knew once, then a Soul Reaper I've literally talked to never. I'm starting to doubt you're even Hisagi. Hisagi would never say these things in theory.
But what if I was actually Ichigo? Ooh.
Ichigo!
I might be mistaken here, but isn't Hisagi Ichigo's dad? Please let me be right. I don't think I'm right because it's me, and I'm usually not. But I want that to be real because everything she just said is funny to me. Because if it is, yeah, the dad using the entire, I'm going to try and kill you. And that's how you're going to train. It's funny because she said, in theory, he would never say that. He would completely say that. Because he did. Right after this bit. Maybe in 3 episodes from now. Depends how long it takes. I just love little canon jokes
You
like
don't
that.
even sound like Ichigo!
A lot of people sound like Ichigo, but okay, sure.
Dance! Don't I
That's
know
definitely a
you
call out to the fact that Logan's and everything.
Let's do this the hard way.
I was going to say he
then.
sounds like Archer, though. Yeah, that's just me.
You're pretty nimble. Let's see how well you dance, imposter! Tsukishiro!
I've seen that before!
That's
No, you haven't.
impossible! Hisagi has never seen that technique before!
Ah!
Oh yeah? Moan at this if you can!
Considering they were just talking about sucking, I'm just going to assume it was an intentional throwback to the previous conversation and just go with it. Oh wow, look at all that white stuff. It went everywhere.
Time for my second dance! Hakure!
Yeah, let me see in hindsight. They do have a lot of stylistic similarities.
First of all, no you haven't. Second of all, seeing it doesn't change the laws of physics or aerodynamics or heckin' luck. I've
Josh Groban says otherwise.
seen Josh Groban almost cut Ichigo in half. Doesn't mean I'm in a rush to swallow his sword.
Considering how many people ship Rukia and Ichigo, even though apparently canon is actually her and Renji. Yeah, apparently that's canon. Not even just fanon anymore. It's actually canon. Do I need to say phrasing? I'm going to say phrasing because I can't say phrasing. Phrasing! Yup!
What in the world do you find so funny?
Pretty lewd.
I just had this whole thing where I consumed the hollow that possessed Kai Shiba. I absorbed his abilities and memories and then waited for you to show up so I could use Kai's face to deceive you. It was downright Machiavellian. Then you forgot who he is. And it turns out you have like 30 friends that all look like Ichigo.
Kind of do, actually.
Oh, they say if you want to make
I'm saying Kubo has a style, but...
plans, right? Oh, come on, Rukia. Give me a second to compose myself here.
It is actually
If I
kind of funny.
can't fool you, I guess I'll just have to do this the old sword to throat way.
Doesn't do sword to throat way? Odd flex, but okay. Aggressive running sounds. Just notice that they actually changed the clever blade. It's all completely nice right now, isn't
See
it?
you when I see you, kid.
You're not getting away. So they know shit or you
That
get.
is a very disturbing sound effect.
Dance! Come and get me.
What?
Tsukishiro!
What did I tell you about
forgot how
techniques
cool this
I've
was.
seen before?
Since then I made that sound.
Come on, Pipsqueak, you can do better than... Oh, that was pretty clever, actually. You know, this would be way more fun for me if you'd hurry up and remember Kyan.
Nope.
I can't trick you anymore, obviously.
You really
The
stuck
look
on that
your
entire
face
tricking her
would
thing.
Be exhilarating. Oh, hold on. I think I just had an idea.
Oh, that's not good.
Rage through the seas and the heavens. Nechibana.
Oh, I honestly forgot all about this part.
Tell me.
Wow, I really forgot all about this part, considering he usually just... He's using an ice power... Or sorry, he's fighting an ice power with a water-producing power. Now, I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan, but this doesn't seem like it's going to work out well. Yeah. It's like they're trying to fight an archer with a lancer and expecting the archer to win. It's just not going to work.
Hey, Rukia Kuchiki. Does this bring back memories?
Nope.
Surely you must remember
Say nope.
Kyan training
Say nope.
with this Zanpakuto, and the myriad of make-you-wet comments that made you realize Soul Society doesn't have an HR manager.
Do you think I'd remember that? But I just don't. I just don't, man.
You know, repressing him probably sounds like the best thing. In fact, if she remembered him right now, she'd probably be looking forward to the chance to kill him again because it sounds like she was really going to. Also, the fact that he has the memories of the original and that's what he remembers. I love it. They're tearing this guy's character apart. And literally, he's just there for feels bad, man moments. And I kind of like him more. I barely remember this entire episode other than, ooh, Rukia did cool thing. Cool. And then not get why saying that's a pun until now. Works, though. Water.
I might be out of my league. Where's Ichigo?
Oh, yeah.
I swear
No.
I'm never having kids.
Sorry, kids.
I planned for us to have a series of intimate moments before I killed you. Letting you believe I was Kyan, then acting strangely so you'd be suspicious. Then convincing you again. No good twist isn't foreshadowed after all. But you, Rukia, seem to have switched to a different book entirely.
Hey!
He doesn't take a girl's sword. That's just me.
Go, son of a bitch!
You don't
I
like
have
sunlight.
A delicate complexion, you sniveling harpy!
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah!
Not the
Don't
fake
just go on
sunlight, anything but
walls.
that.
Are you some kind of maniac?
Kind of far
Yes.
away there, friend. Sure you don't want to come over here and speak more intimately?
Hey, shut up!
Oh,
Also, it's not
shut
sunlight,
up.
it's just
more
fake
like
light.
number 4. I know.
You really are a maniac!
Yes.
Go number 61.
Oh, hey, we can
Also,
talk
she's
this
kind
out.
of a magic champ. Sorry, keto, whatever.
Hado number 73.
Hado champ, that's the word. And this looked really cool. Not the sun! Still don't get this part. And this is probably why I forgot
true
it.
Form. You have the ability to change your face, but the light reveals what you are.
And the bubbles.
Can't talk, huh? Well, that makes banter kind of hard.
Yep. Maybe just go back in the
See you
dark.
tonight.
Best Buy same-day delivery.
To be honest, yeah.
Alright,
Maybe just go back in the dark,
to
get
it
more
then.
banter.
Now that I know you're absolutely not Hisagi or whatever, I can
She was still thinking he was
pretty much
already.
just keep fighting like this, honestly. But you're ugly, so it'll be more satisfying to kill you.
Yeah. I've heard dumber reasons.
You know something?
Okay. You know how I mention a lot I have seen and read the manga, whatever, but not the anime? Moments like this. One, great job on the animation being absolutely batshit terrifying, and I'm now going to have nightmares. Also, you had to put the budget into this, and why did I pause on this? I'm literally feeling oh god, why wrong? Oh no, I went the wrong. Oh no, I went the wrong. Oh god, the eye is stretched out. It's just
You
it's
know
the
something?
goop.
People used to be able to hear what I was saying, right up until I joined the Espada. And after that, bubbles. Isn't that weird? Never been able to figure it out.
Did Josh Groban do that?
Despite that, Lord Groban can still understand me just fine. From my intention
Groban
alone.
fucked him up.
Yeah, he probably... Jeez, he even messes with his own men like that?
Yeah.
Come again.
Just thinking out loud. Did you say you're an Espada?
That's right. Espada number 9. Areniro. Areruri. Ruri. Additionally, you
That
seem to
sounds
be under
actually
the
like a fun
impression
name
that
to
I have
say.
the ability to change my face.
You can shapeshift, obviously.
Just his face.
I'm afraid that's not the case. I can only take the form of those that I have consumed.
Right. Whose shape you shift into.
Just the
I
face.
borrow the semblance of those whose essence I contain.
All right, Captain Semantics. You don't shapeshift. Let's move on.
Just
In
the
any
face.
case, the jig is up. What do you say we get right down to it and start fighting at full strength?
Are you gonna try to eat me with your butthole hand?
Yes, butthole hand. Why is this episode so lewd? You know, I'm pretty sure this entire thing is just tagged on Pornhub at this point. Let's be honest, we all know it is. It's a thing. Oh, God, why? I mean, you don't even have to edit much about this to make it sound really bad. You just leave it in.
You're so disgusting! You're totally tainting the memory of Cayenne Shiba!
Now you
Take off the
remember?
glove and show you my butthole hand, and now you remember Cayenne
Oh, yeah,
Shiba.
because he's an ass.
Oh, seeing your form, all gross and covered in tentacles, yeah, kinda do a bit.
Oh, screw this fight then.
What
I'm
did-
really pushing this to its conclusion.
Not gonna touch that. Nope,
Devour
nope, nope.
her. Gluttonoria!
Gesundheit. Oh yeah, it's his transformation, yeah. And somehow this is actually less disturbing. Not by much.
Are you terrified? You ought to be. What you see is the power that allows me to consume other hollows and make their power my own. It is the means by which
Oh, I paused on the wrong moment. You can just see the tentacles in his... Yeah. I thought that previous one was bad, and now they're just doing this, and it's like, ugh. Okay, apparently this is the lewd body horror episode. sorry, it's just it's the eye. It's always the eye. Every time they do the eye, like eye jokes are funny. Then they do eye horror, and it's like, no, stop doing that shit, man. Also, isn't consuming other hollows to get their power literally every other hollow? It boosts their own power. Like, you just get more out of it. His power is to be slightly better at something everyone else can do. Kind of lame. Yeah. But more importantly, I don't want to unpause because then I gotta just watch this squicky effect. Why are they doing such an accurate and good squicky effect? And the music is dramatic to make it seem more engaging. And it is. They couldn't at least do me the favor of having bad music that doesn't fit the tone here. No, they have to choose something good and it works and the editing's great. I really wish I had him paused on this. Why?
I acquired the form and Zanpakuto of Kaien Shiba.
It's in the mouth.
Disgusting!
Yes.
You look like a giant, sad, mutant octopus dog head.
With
with
pus
leprosy.
bubbles.
Enough comments
leprosy
from
works.
the peanut gallery.
Oh god, they're gone.
Even
They're
if you
gone.
don't recall him, the death of Kaien Shiba was at your hands.
Yeah,
When his
do it
wife
again.
was
2 for
devoured
2.
by the hollow Metastasia, and you stood by helplessly. He battled valiantly. If you had joined him, he wouldn't have been possessed. If you hadn't stood before him, he never would have thrown himself upon your sword. You killed this Kaien Shiba,
Wonder if I can cut out the
Rukia, and I will gladly extract a fitting retribution from your hide in his place!
Wait. That Kaien?
Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
Oh, they're leaving that part in.
Rest in peace, Soul Reaper. You'll forever be my most satisfying failed deception.
All this time, that guy? I remember him. I went to therapy for years after that happened. Did I repress an entire fucking person? You know,
Happens actually.
Airier, you mentioned that if you saw me use a technique, it wouldn't work on you twice.
Funny thing about
Right.
that.
Sorry, but what is it you're going on about now?
So, I guess. Good thing. I never had a chance to stab Kaien in the head.
What? Damn. I think this is actually more epic than I remember the manga being. Oh, got the actual head
Hey.
too.
You didn't know this, but since last time Kaien saw me,
Got a
I
little stronger.
became a seated member. A Keto master. I'm the sister of one of the most revered captains in Soul Society.
Yeah,
And
actually,
I'm
he
the
kind of is.
only one to ever survive an execution attempt by the Sokyoku.
Technically, that's accurate.
Next
Just because
time
Groban
you
would never
drag
actually
out
work on him.
someone's past, make sure you understand completely what a badass bitch you're dealing with.
Okay, that is pretty epic. Also, literally forming her blade through his head. That's his voice? How do they even do that voice?
So wait, there were two of me the entire time? But who are they? What am I?
Oh, personality crisis in the last second. Cool edit there for the audio.
I can't die here. If I do, no one will know that I killed an Espada.
Don't die alone, Rukia. Promise me that. Promise me that you will never die on your own.
Oh shit, the floodgates open and I'm remembering all the ominous things he said.
Rukia, if you die, make sure you do so surrounded by friends. By those you love.
God, Ashley's a good line.
By those that you trust.
Wait, did they just... Wait.
Make sure you do so surrounded by friends. By those you love.
They did They did the shout out to the fact that she loves Renji. And then going with Ichigo as the trust part. This is something I wish canon had done. Because I'm pretty sure they didn't. Because I don't remember this unless it was in the anime and I didn't see it. Because I didn't watch the anime. Because I only read the manga, whatever. Just the entire part. Yeah, they're a thing. I'm not sure if they are at this point yet, but they will be. And that's a thing.
By those that you trust.
Yeah.
Stop! You're so cryptic!
Rukia, I'm not gonna let you die!
Wait, was that Ichigo who sounds nothing like Kaien?
Honestly, they're completely different.
Do
I
I
see how we
only
can ever
like
get them
Ichigo
confused.
because he looks like Kaien? Am I that shallow? I have so many questions. I'm dying, and I have so many shallow, stupid questions.
Usually how it goes.
And I killed an Espada.
Technically
and
two,
no
for the price of one.
one's gonna know. Damn it. Ichigo, please. Someone. I don't want to.
Kids, she didn't die. Come on.
1, there's kids. 2, technically she did die, but it was like way back in the past, and re-die is more accurate.
Is that one the same moon from back home? Ooh, Soul Society has a sun and moon too. Are they the same one as in the world of the living? But if they aren't, is there an entirely separate solar system or universe for each different plane? Ooh, I wonder if out there in spirit space there are spirit aliens that don't know they're ghosts.
I was going to say something about how that's ridiculous. It's just painted on the inside, but at night, since it's always daylight in the inside, she's seeing the outside, and there is a moon, and then since it's the spirit world for everyone, there would be ghost aliens, so the dumb throwaway Orihime line being something of a space cadet is probably accurate. Especially with the revelations coming up in Burn the Witch, which is basically Spirit World from T. Kubo's Bleach, but just the European branch. I think it's the European branch. I haven't read Burn the Witch. I've heard it's great, and people wanted to spin off of that, and then we got more Bleach. I was like, okay, that works too. That's fine. That's completely fine. So, yeah. She's probably right. This throwaway joke line to make her sound like a space cadet is probably accurate and may or may not someday play an actual part of canon if it keeps going long enough. Cool. Joke failed successfully? Sure, let's roll with it.
Knock, knock. May I come in?
Too late, you're already in.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
You've said that the last 6 times I've tried to come in.
Only 6?
I'm starting to think you're just being mean because you're lonely, which is silly, because if I'm here, you won't be lonely anymore.
You think I want to talk to you, Ukiura?
Well, not necessarily.
Oh,
but if you talk to
Gin
me,
does.
you by
Gin,
definition
whatever.
won't be alone, making it literally impossible to be lonely.
You really get people.
I try. On that subject, I brought...
Oh, sorry. I love the sheer venom in that last sentence. Especially because they just played her up just a few bits right there as being the space cadet who's thinking deep thoughts, which are probably accurate, but supposed to sound kind of silly. And then just her going, you really get people. It's venomous in all the ways where it's completely impotent venom because she knows he's not going to get it. But she's still putting it in there because she can. I just love the delivery of that line.
You really get people.
I try.
That's a good
On
one.
that subject, I brought you food. I had to go to the world of the living
And they
to
skipped
get
over a
it.
shopping
I
trip.
alarmed more than a few
Damn.
people. What with a floating shopping basket walking up and down the aisles. But it was worth it.
What did you get me?
I mean, let's be honest. Just go to anywhere in LA. It wouldn't be the weirdest shit they've seen. Or go to Florida. It would be the most normal shit they've ever seen. Hell, there wouldn't even be a crocodile involved. It'd be like, oh, God, really? Another floating shopping cart? 5th one this week. Really, dude?
Nutri-Grain bars, mostly. I wasn't sure I could trust my feelings on what was and wasn't food. Also, something called cheese, which upon inspection is mold and also medicine and also simultaneously food.
Yeah.
By the way, did you do something with your head?
One, I have no idea what's happening. Two, I'm feeling a little called out here, everyone at Project Mouthwash, because for date night for my wife, I have literally given her cheese and Nutri-Grain bars before. She said she likes them. Oh, God. Am I Ulquiorra in this? Oh, God. Oh, God. Am I the monster? Is Nutri-Grain bars and cheese a bad thing for date night? Have I been fucking up? Oh, God. How does she marry me? Okay, so, personal crisis aside, we're just going to move on because it's much less terrifying.
Oh.
What?
What?
Do you want news about your friend Yasutora Sato?
Chad?
That's his last name?
Is he alright?
Very dead, yes.
What?
Oh. And there's Rukia Kuchiki.
Sort of dead.
Dead?
It
Well,
seems so.
like 100 years ago.
Took an espada out with her too, but like Airier, so only kind of an espada. Say, this is all good news, isn't it? With your friends dying one by one, you'll find yourself free from distraction. The days of looking longingly out that window and dreaming of rescue will come to an end. You'll finally be able to relax.
Shut up.
I've got some spare time.
God, they give her
today.
such a good. It's
Perhaps
just
I'll
the delivery.
find that Ichigo Kurosaki myself and kill him, so you can clear your mind of troublesome.
Okay, going to be completely honest here. I think in just the last couple minutes, I like this version of Orihime better than canon. And I like Orihime and canon. I think she has an interesting character. It's just cute and funny, but this one, just the portrayal and the depth of the audio performance, and just going from Space Cadet to anger to sadness at the loss of her friends, or him just being a dick about it, to just the anger and actually acting out on it. And one, great performance. Two, I remember canon her was kind of like just being passive and going with it because, well, obviously she had no ability to do anything, so she did nothing. And that was the entire thing about it. She was passive and captured and just empathizing with her captors. It was why some of the other espadas became fan favorites, because they had dealt with her here in a semi-okay way. And why Ulquiorra himself became one of the big favorites, because he was kind of like that brooding bad boy who was competing with the Ichigo for her affection. And it was kind of like the, oh, is she? And here it's like, no, she hates him and he's earning it. And you're just seeing more emotion. I think it's just well portrayed. I just love this. Also, still like Ulquiorra as a character, but I love the earned hatred here.
Orihime Inoue, I am starting to think you don't like me very much.
Fuck you!
Well, now that is just confusing, isn't it?
Oh my God, he actually just... And that was probably the most raunchy, unintentionally raunchy episode of Bleach as Abridged I have ever seen. Honestly, some of the only shows I can think of that were this raunchy were doing it on purpose. And they got there a few points with like the ha ha ha, no HR department of the Soul Society for all the make you wet jokes because he has a water power. That one was intentional, and so many of the earlier ones weren't. Like the swallow his sword joke. I have absolutely no doubt it was brought up that they know exactly what they said, and they just left it in there. Because honestly, it's a good line. It fits in canon, it fits in the Abridged, and it fits as a joke on top of that. Good writing. It's just good writing. But overall, this is good. I love seeing the badass nature of Rukia and how she goes from just being the joke at the beginning with, I can't remember, which is the entire joke, to, okay, now I remember, it's dark, and fuck you, you're making me remember, and I'm going to be a badass bitch because of it. And then saying as much and doing it and being awesome. It's cool, and I love seeing this scene. I barely remember the scene in canon because I didn't really like the fight. Mostly because it was more magic use and magic wasn't nearly as well drawn. I love this because it makes the enemy feel more visceral with the tentacle body horror aspect. Oh God, the animation really, it makes it more noticeable. God, I'm going to have nightmares of that tonight. Just so many good aspects. Rukia and Orihime both did great jobs for their character. Rukia has shown a lot more because she just had so much more screen time and did a great job, and she showed she was a badass and could actually do it, and hell, they even had good reasoning for why she repressed him. Even pointing out, lampshading it, saying, yeah, you can forget things. Great lampshade moment. And then lampshading the fact that they have Logan Laidlaw, I'm probably still butchering his name because I seem to always butcher names, as voicing, well, most people. Seriously, he does so many things. I hear his voice everywhere. Hell, I'm starting to assume people are him until I'm proven otherwise. It's just a thing. Should I? No. Will I? Yes. And then they lampshade again by pointing out how it's definitely not him because they don't sound anything alike. Again, I'm a big fan of lampshading jokes by saying something that's very obviously not the case, or pointing out something that is the case. This is more of a reverse lampshade, though, by making an obviously not true statement to say he doesn't sound like him when he obviously is, because it's the same actor doing the voice. It works. I like it. It's just well done. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original video. Go hit it up. Bleach S Abridged is great. Project Mouthwash is great. Their other stuff, the Fate Unlimited Bladeworks Abridged stuff, is great. And all the other million different things everyone in this cast is in, also great. Go do that. When you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe here as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.